You are tuned to ARP on the Accelerated Radio Network. It's 12 noon, and it's time to have lunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Bringing money talk you can understand. And now here's your host, Miss Charline.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Today we have in the studio Miss Lizet U Hensen. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good. And Lizet is the creative director and CEO of Loud Lipstick.
Yes.
Now, in addition to that, you're a makeup artist, a
Yes.
model, and you do public speaking.
Yes.
Wow, you got a lot going on, girl.
I do.
Wow.
I have a plate full of different amazing things, things that I'm passionate about.
That's good. It's always good to work within your passion when
100%.
you can, right?
I agree, 100%.
Wow. I have a question. How did you get to the name Loud Lipstick? Where'd that come from?
Well, to be honest with you, when it was first created, I wanted to do something for women. I wanted to describe women.
Okay.
And one word that came to me was loud. And so, to be honest with you, when I started looking it up, I saw that the name was already trademarked and taken.
Okay.
And I was like, oh. And I already put it in the works, in the paperwork to get it trademarked as well. So what I did, I wanted to do something it was still loud, the name. So what I did, I looked up different ways to give it a twist, and I did L-O-U-D, and on top of the D is 2 dots,
right,
and apostrophe E, and the 2 dots on top of the D mean do not pronounce the letter after.
Okay.
So it's L-O-U-D apostrophe E, but it's still loud lipsticks.
I love that.
Yes.
So you found a way, and sometimes I've noticed, even in talking to people who own their own business, they can get stuck on the name.
Yeah.
And they don't find a creative way of getting to what they really want.
Right.
So, for those listening, there's always more than one way to do things.
That's right.
And the motivation that it takes sometimes to create what you want to do takes sometimes getting around whatever is blocking your way.
That's right.
So I love that.
Thank
so
you.
how long have you had your lipstick line?
Well, I created it about a year and a half ago.
Nice.
And, I've been pushing it ever since.
Yeah.
So it's been a great experience. I've come across amazing women, women from all over the globe, because it's just not a lipstick line. That's not what I say that I do. I say that I assist young teenagers, young adults, or young women to live out loud, meaning to do something daily that fills their soul, whether it's working out for 1 hour Monday through Friday, and that makes you happy, or whether it's, this is for me, whether it's, I love to cook, so whether it's me playing reggae music, I love reggae, at 7 a.m., to get my day started, and I'm cooking breakfast for myself and my husband. Whatever it is that fills your soul, that is living out loud.
That's right.
Because when you do it on a consistent basis, every single day, just one thing or more that fills you up, what happens is you start attracting other things that fill you, other things that you're passionate about, and then life becomes so much blissful and so much lighter.
I like that. I do. I like that because, like you said, when you live life out loud, and especially if you start, the younger you start, the better.
Yes. Because
what it does is it trains you to take that hour or that 30 minutes or that however much time you can for yourself. Because, as we grow and as we, take on more responsibility, we sometimes squeeze ourselves out of the equation.
That's right.
So to start with that hour, at whatever point in the day you can fit it in, that's just for you, is an amazing way to live your life, because you have to make time for yourself.
100%.
Or everything you do will revolve around other people, other things, right?
Exactly. I always say being selfish to an extent is not bad, because it's important to self-develop. It's important to evolve. I always say if it doesn't evolve you, it shouldn't involve you.
Right.
I'll repeat that.
Please do. If
it does not evolve you, it should not involve you. And
That's
I feel that every day we should be evolving.
That's right.
100%. That's what it's about. You know, it's about learning yourself. It's about self-development. It's about loving yourself, self-love, self-appreciation. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't expect others to love you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's a learning process for me, and I'm loving the process.
We were talking about that earlier. So explain a little bit of what you said to me before we got on air about the process and loving it. Because I think some people, they're so focused on getting to the finish line that they call success that they miss all the beauty along the way.
Yes. It's funny you say that, because I was speaking to somebody about social media, and I believe social media is a beautiful platform depending on your perspective.
Yes.
But when you are scrolling, you're seeing things that already happened. It's already happened a day ago, a few minutes ago. It's already been created.
That's right.
And a lot of people, they miss the point of being in the moment and already creating it. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
And I feel that there are times that I put my phone away because I just want to live in the moment. I don't want to take a picture. I don't want to take a selfie of where I'm at right now, because I want to breathe it in. I want to take it in. And within my life right now, where I stand, where I'm at, I'm learning more and more to hold the vision and trust the process. And I'm living literally every second of the day, every minute of the day, whether it's good or bad, or whether it's contrast to what I want or don't want. I'm just enjoying the process.
Yes.
And it's fulfilling, and it's changing me. It's challenging me to be the best version of myself that I can. So I would advise people to, you know, not be impatient, you know, with your process, to trust it and to enjoy every second of it, because that's just what life is about. I mean, you get to the finish line, and then what? There's no finish line.
No, there isn't.
There's always involvement.
That's right.
Involvement. There's always evolving, you know, every second of the day. So there's never an ending of it.
Yeah. And live in the moment.
Exactly. Live in the moment.
Yeah, I
Live
like
in the
that.
moment.
Yeah, I like that. Live in the moment. And we, like you said, with social media, a lot of times we just don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, and then you think you're going to look back at those pictures or those moments, and you're not. It's funny, you know, like when I go to concerts, I notice that people have their cell phone up and they're filming the concert the whole time.
Right.
And they're not in it.
They're
They're not enjoying
it.
it.
Right.
And you're not going to look back at that hour full of footage
Exactly.
at some other point and go out, because you've missed the moment.
That's right.
You know, so you're right. Live in the moment as much as you can.
Yeah, as
know?
much as you can. As much as you can.
How did you get into the makeup industry? What made you just choose makeup?
Well, the thing is, I've never really been into makeup when I was a teenager. I've never done the foundation or anything like that, but I've always been attracted to lipsticks.
Okay.
And I came across a lot of women who never did the contouring or the eyeshadow, but they were also into lipsticks. They felt that, you know, lipsticks, it's the whole thing. It's the whole shebang. It's what they need. And so little by little, when I started creating loud lipsticks, I just started putting on foundation. I was like, oh, this looks good. This feels good, you know? And then I just started getting more and more involved in it, into contouring, into eyeshadow. And I also started doing my sister's makeup, my cousins. And I just got so, to me, it's art. You know, it's not like, oh my goodness, you need makeup to look beautiful. No, it doesn't make you beautiful. It's art. It's like, okay, how am I feeling today?
Yes.
I want to put on a pink eyeshadow because pink is making me feel, you know, light. It's making me feel, you know, beautiful, or whatever the case may be. It's just, I always say colors are energy, and I love using it as art on my face. That's all. That's all it is. It's art for me.
And you know what? We have permission to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and what I love in today is that there's so much going on that I think people are less judgmental about, you know, the fact that some people wear makeup or don't wear makeup or whatever.
Right.
you have the opportunity to be whoever you are and just be comfortable in that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
And your lipstick today is beautiful.
Thank
by
you.
the way.
I have it on.
What
Loud
color is
lipsticks.
that?
This one is a mixture of Poison. It's a dark plum. And Bonnie. It's a lavender.
Wow.
Yes.
Really
Thank
pretty.
you.
Really pretty. I like that.
Thank you.
Now, what services and products do you offer within your company?
So I have the lipsticks, and they're versatile.
Okay.
So you can use them as eyeshadow and eyeliner. It has a creamy texture, so it glides onto the lips and the eyelids smoothly. It doesn't do any damage to the skin. It contains vitamin E oil, castor oil, and shea butter. Yeah, so, and within that, I also speak at different women's empowerment, and I use the line as leverage. Not leverage, but I use it as just a platform so that when we are speaking about living out loud or speaking about things to let go of your past so that you can live out loud, because a lot of people feel stuck and they can't move forward because they're holding on to things from the past. I mean, every single day it's just a new experience for me when I speak to these ladies.
Right. And I met you at an event for women.
Yes. Oh my God.
Right.
An amazing event.
Yes. A few weeks back.
Yes.
And we talked, and I said, oh, definitely I want to have you on the show because, you know, supporting women and being a part of a organization that can help women I've always been attracted to that.
Right.
You know, and not to say that we should not help men too.
Right.
You know, but if you get the woman in the right support and headspace, you know, that helps men too, right? And so we did the No Girls Left Behind.
Yes,
right?
yes, and Michelle and Charlotte. Yes, they own No Girls Left Behind, which is an amazing organization.
Yes.
And we're actually collaborating.
That's good.
And that's in the works right now. So I would love to, when that happens, I would love to, you know, share more information about that.
We've had Michelle and her sister on the show before.
Yeah, they're
so
amazing.
So it would be nice to have everyone come back and we can really talk
That
about that event and what everybody's takeaway was,
right,
and all of that, because it was really, really good.
Yeah,
and
they're
growing,
amazing.
you know, helping to grow the brand.
Yeah.
Lunch with the Finance Bunch, we participated, and I felt so privileged to be a part of that because that's a big part of who I am. I love to give back and support because someone had to help me. You know, and that's what I think sometimes we don't get that is that the partnerships are the ones that
or
help
just
us.
mentors.
And mentorships,
it's important to have mentors around you, to guide you, to lead you, to, you know, help you keep focused. And it's important to have a mentor, whether it's a woman or a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what did you have to put in place to get your business started? Because that's the part where people don't sometimes, that's the part where they stop because they don't know what to do. So what did you have to do to put your business in place?
To be honest with you, I had to get myself first in check.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can't help other women or you know, do what I'm doing now if I don't have myself together.
Okay.
And so I had to check myself. You know, what is it that I like? What is it that I don't like? What is it about me that, you know, speaks to women, you know?
Right.
Or how can I speak to women? What do I want to say? How do I want to say it?
Right.
So I had to ask myself the right questions before I actually go out there and start engaging with these teenagers or with these young adults. You know, I can't be broken trying to help somebody else. It doesn't work that way. So that's why self-development is extremely important.
Could you say that again?
Self-development is extremely important.
Yes, it is.
It's extremely important.
And it can be free, by the way.
100%.
Through books.
Yes,
right.
Books,
Reading
is fundamental. I mean,
yes.
it's important to read. I
yes.
read all the time. A lot of people I come across, they don't like reading, but I always say that's how you learn, that's how you evolve, that's how you travel. You can literally read a book and travel to Japan and China, you know, by just visualizing it.
Right.
So it's important to read and keep growing.
That's amazing that you said that you got yourself together you know, because that's kind of the missing link. People put a company together, and you can figure out the paperwork online. You can Google it. But what are you actually bringing to the table?
Exactly.
Are you together?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Because you can't be a brand of your brand if you're not together, right?
I am Loud Lipsticks.
Right.
You know? I am is a really strong word, but I created it, and I say that's a part of me. That's a part of my creation. So I have to be put together in order to help other women. You know, I have to always keep myself focused, you know, disciplined, whether it's with finance or personal life, whatever it is. But it's always self-check, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Self-check. I like that.
Cross that off.
Right? Now, is your lipstick or your product line offered in commercial stores, or how do we get to your product?
You can visit on the website and purchase on the website. It's www.cosmeticsbyloude.com. And it's also available here in Los Angeles. It's on Melrose, on Cosa Mia. It's owned by Rosa Acosta. It's a beautiful boutique store with beautiful clothing. And this other store, it's a beauty store called Superstar Hair and Wigs. It's in Studio City on Ventura Boulevard.
So you're starting the process of putting your lipsticks in retail stores.
Yes.
So that aside from selling them online,
Yes.
they can go into a retail store
Right.
and pick them up. And your company has only been in business for like a year and a half now, right?
Correct.
That's amazing.
You're correct.
That is
And it's
amazing.
going to be in other big distribution
course.
department stores.
Of course.
Yeah, that's my vision.
Of course.
So
But, you know, getting the word out and having places where people can go and check out the colors
And
you
try
know,
it
and try
out.
it out is, you know, as important as having it online. So I love your concept.
I agree.
I love your
I agree.
concept. So what do you have coming up in the very near future that you want to tell us about?
So, okay, I am on tour. Actually, my husband and I, Darren Hensen, we are on tour with Ari Squires. She is the creator of No More Chains. It's a movie, a phenomenal movie that she created with other powerful women about releasing their chains and pushing forward in life and leaving the past to be the past.
Right.
And so I'm on tour with her now, and I bring Loud Lipsticks with me, and I speak to women about my past and my experiences to help them, release their chains. So that's happening now. We are going on tour March 18th and 19th. We just finished doing Sacramento last weekend, which was amazing and sold out. Dallas is also sold out, and we are going to, I believe, Atlanta and Virginia.
Nice.
So there's a few more in the works. So you can always keep in touch through Loud Lipsticks. It's Loude Lipsticks on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm also involved in other projects with Michelle and Charlotte, No Girl Left Behind. And there are other projects in the works as well, but I'm just going to keep that on the hush until it unfolds. And then when it does, I'll present it. But there's a lot more. So I give all the honor and glory to God, because without him, I wouldn't be here right now. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What do you think that do you believe that your message through your products is to the world?
Yes.
Yeah. So, because you have Loud Lipsticks and you are involved so much with women, what message, if you had to just paraphrase it, what message are you trying to get out to women?
Let go of what doesn't serve you, because that does not make you.
That's right.
And push forward with your dreams. Whatever it is that you inspire to be, or whatever it is that you want to do, push forward, I created a vision board about 2 years ago. And I put down what I wanted on the vision board. I took magazines, I cut pictures out, places that I wanted to visit, people that I wanted to meet, things that I wanted to do, and literally it's happening now. Just because I envisioned it. I didn't think about where I was going to get the money, because that's a lot of people's concerns. I didn't think about how it's going to happen, how it's going to unfold. I let that part up to God.
Yes.
I just created.
Yeah.
You know, and I created and it unfolded because I'm a living testimony. I mean, I'm here right now. You know what I mean? This amazing podcast. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it all. I'm really, really grateful.
Now, you are a native New Yorker like myself.
Yes.
And so, what part of New York are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You see, my accent just came out more.
Right?
Yes, I'm a proud New Yorker. I love New York.
Yes, absolutely.
So
now, how long have you been living here?
I've been here for about 2 years. Yeah, a year and a half, 2 years now. Yeah, I love LA. I love the weather.
I do too.
Yes, I love the weather. I love the fact that I don't have to shovel snow at 6 a.m.
Right. Just to get your car out,
just
right?
Just to get my car out. Yeah, you know. But it, you know, they both have its pros and its cons, but I love them both. They're both home to me, and they're just both home. All my family is back in New York. I mean, I have family out here as well, but most of them are out there. So I say I'm bi-coastal. I go back and forth. You know, when I bring. Sometimes I just want to go for a few days just to bring the energy back with me.
Yes, New York is definitely electric.
Oh my God, is it? It's amazing.
Now, when you go home, do you appreciate it more?
I do.
Right?
I do. I soak it in more. I'm like, just give me all the energy you have in New York. Yes, and I shop a lot when I go out there. I shop a lot and I visit my family and I just have a great time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you've created your own company, which is phenomenal.
Thank you.
And you have a cause, which is, you know, even more important, I think. And I love the lipsticks.
Thank
you. They do send a message, but with that, they're still beautiful. And the quality is, you know, when you build a brand, you build it with quality. And so that's the real reason I wanted you on the show, because I saw not just the creativity, but the message and also the quality of the product that you have to offer.
Right.
So I don't want to leave that out, because it's the quality of the product that you have to offer that makes the line successful. Right? And the message that's projected through the quality of the product is what helps your success.
That's right.
Right? And so I didn't want to miss that, because I want people to understand that I loved what you said. You know, you worked on you. You know, the paperwork, you can figure out. You know, get an attorney involved if you want to, you know, an accountant. I always say go visit one or both. And put those things in place that you need to have in place. And by the way, most attorneys and accountants will talk to you for 15 to 30 minutes for free, so you can kind of get yourself lined up, the consultation, right? But put out a quality product. Right? You know, and you don't have to incorporate any nonprofit, but find one that you believe in. Find a cause that you believe in. And when you service people or you serve people, it's going to come back to you, right?
Yeah, 1,000%. I also, within the line, each lipstick has its own energy, right? Because colors are energy.
Right.
And they all have its own definition. So Loud Lipsticks was actually birthed through a situation that I was involved in. And after that situation that I experienced, and I talk about it on tour with Ari Squires, I created these colors because these colors reminded me of women. So instead of using red for negative purposes, like red for anger, I use red for passion and love, and green for, instead of envy, I use green for abundance and prosperity and healing. And so I always say that us women, we have power shades. There are times that we go out on a Saturday night and it's girls' night, and you're like, you know what? I want to look the best that I can. You know, what's my color that's going to bring me the most attention or going to make me feel bold and fierce? You know, whether it's red or whether it's green or blue. I mean, whatever color suits you, that's your power shade.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So you built your brand around power.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And great energy.
Yes.
Love it. Now, how would you describe wealth?
Wealth to me is freedom.
Okay.
It's freedom, wealth in love, wealth in abundance, wealth in spirituality, wealth in... it's just freedom. To me, it's freedom. it's financial freedom. It's a part of what comes with success in a way, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that wealth comes from a mindset?
It does. It does. I believe that you attract anything you think about. Thoughts become things.
Yes.
And so if you are on the momentum of negative thinking, that's where you're going to attract. But if you focus on what you want and what you believe you can have, and you change your mindset and you think about the positive and what you envision yourself doing or being or whatever the case may be that suits you, and I always say there's power in the tongue, and you just say it. And you just say, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen, no matter what, no matter my circumstance. You know, I'm going to help women. I'm going to tell them that they're beautiful and that they can achieve whatever it is.
Yes.
Whatever it is that they want. Somebody told me before, if you had no fear, if you literally can be what you want and have anything you want tomorrow, what would you do today? You know what I mean?
Yes.
What would you do today if you know it's coming tomorrow to
Yes.
you? Like, what is it? And, you know, you just got to ask yourself the right questions.
That's right.
You really do. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm enjoying this conversation. So this is the part of our show we call the balance sheet.
Okay.
And so in the balance sheet, we ask questions. And we ask all the guests the same questions, but we get the greatest answer. So let's see what Lizet has to say.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What is your most memorable paycheck to date?
To be honest with you, it's when I wrote myself a check.
Okay.
And I put it in my wallet. And I said, that's how much I'm going to make by the end of the month. And I did.
Wow.
I won't say how much it was,
no,
but
we don't care how much it is, but the actual check was the one you wrote to yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that. Okay, what is the one thing you've purchased that you regret most?
Days that I went shopping and I knew I shouldn't. And I'm like, that should have went towards, you know, a bill or something. But, you know, it's therapy. Right? It's self-therapy. I love to shop. You know, I love new things in my closet.
Okay.
So it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. What do you know now that you wish you would have known back then?
How to save and invest money. Yeah. I wish I knew that back then. I wish, you know, within the community that I was raised in, or the people that surrounded me, I wish that I was told how to manage money.
Yes.
Because I would have been a millionaire today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Managing money. And what does success mean to you?
Success to me is peace and harmony within myself.
I like that.
That's
peace
success. Always.
So do you think you're successful?
1,000%.
I like that.
Yeah, that's my goal every day.
Yes.
Happiness, peace, harmony, and passion with whatever it is that I'm doing. Just love what I'm doing. You know, just don't do it just to do it. Like, I want to love and feel what I'm doing every step of the way. That's what makes life to me. Life, you know? Yeah.
Now, is there anything that keeps you awake at night?
My ideas. I'm like, gosh, I'm trying to sleep. It's like 2 a.m. and it's like coming to me. Right. But, you know, I wake up and I write it down. Yes. I love to write, so I write all my ideas down. But that keeps me up at night, definitely.
Your ideas.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, if you won the lottery, what would you do with the money? What would you spend the money on?
Investments. I would invest it. Invest it into people. Mm-hmm. Invest it into organizations, into helping others achieve their goals. Invest it into family, into myself. But investing, just really investing, because that's how things grow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I have to plant a seed, right?
That's right.
Somebody planted a seed in me, so I have to plant a seed in someone else.
Right.
And that person will do the same and do the same and hopefully do the same.
Exactly.
And it will start a chain reaction, a domino effect.
Paying it forward.
Yes.
Like it. Now, we've covered a whole lot in this show.
Yes.
But I don't want people to walk away and think, wow, what a great interview, but who is she again? So I want you to tell us how we can get in contact with you, how we
Okay.
can follow you. Okay.
Okay.
So let us know. How can we follow you?
So my name, again, is Lizet U, Hensen, and you can follow me on social media. It's the name is Loud Lipsticks, Loude, Lipsticks, no underscore. It's very simple, Loud Lipsticks, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And that's how you can keep in touch with me. My email and contact information is there. It's also on the website, which is www.cosmeticsbyloude.com. And you can definitely get in contact with me. And within a short period of time, you would hear back from my assistant or myself.
I love it. Well, Lunch with the Finance Bunch is definitely going to be following your story.
Thank you.
And I just appreciate so much your coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I had a great time.
Of course. And so while I have you on the air,
Okay.
you have to promise you'll come back.
I will.
And let us know what you're doing going forward.
Hopefully I'll come back with some friends, or
Absolutely.
I'll bring some more people with me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll bring hopefully Charlotte, Michelle, my husband,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd
I
be
love
great.
that. But I just wanted to highlight and talk about you today because
Okay. Yeah,
I
of
just
course.
love what you're doing. I
Yeah.
love what you're doing, and I love the message that you bring.
Thank you. I
know,
appreciate that.
This has been a wonderful interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me again. I
for
appreciate
coming.
it.
I just love it.
It's amazing.
And you know what? Best wishes to you with your business.
Thank you.
It's already a success, but I just see it being an international lipstick.
Thank you.
line.
And it is. It will
Definitely.
be. It will be. Coming to stores near you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is Miss Charline, and we've had a great time with Lunch with the Finance Bunch.
Yes.
And of course, you can hear us on Accelerated Radio. We're here every Friday from 12 to 1. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at The Finance Bunch. So we look forward to seeing you next week. And again, Lizette, it was a
Yes.
pleasure having you.
It was a pleasure to
and
be
I
here.
absolutely want you to come back and
Yes.
visit us again.
Thank you.
Loud Lipstick.
Loud
Yay!
Lipsticks. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.